These are pH strips by Cell pH Balance for saliva and urine. They measure a range of 4.5 acidic to 9.0 alkaline. So this can also be used for water-based solutions. So in addition to testing our saliva, I wanted to show you a good pH range of them working. We have some water-based solutions here that we went ahead and set towards pH levels for you, and just to show that the strips are working, and just to give you a good practical use other than saliva and urine, testing our drinking water. So go ahead and show you real quick that the strips do work, and then we'll test saliva. So opening this for the first time, comes with a couple pH charts. That's good. My experience is that these get contaminated very quickly. I like to laminate mine. Makes them easily to rinse off, especially if you're testing urine and you're holding your strip and trying to match it. A little instructions sheet for testing saliva and urine. And the box, which is, in addition, it's got wraps as well. Man, you make that, you need some tools to get that off. Alright, so we're just going to pull out some strips here. I'm just going to leave them like that. Don't want to get anything on them. Okay. Alright. So, I wanted to show you. Here's our chart. This is the 4.0 solution. Just going to dip that in. And our colors change to match. And we are right there on the mark. Slightly more orange, so we're slightly below 4.5. So that right there is telling us that these strips are working. So let's go ahead and continue testing. Now then we're going to test a 6.86. Instant color change. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to line this up. We're looking for 6.8, 6.7, 7.0. So we're a little higher, right around 7.5. Okay. This is a 9. And we're looking, and we're right there at the end. So our strips are working good for us. So I'm going to test this one again. This should be a 6.86, but I think what may have happened is may have accidentally put in just a little bit too much of the chemicals, and we actually may be off the 6. So we are again at the 7.5, so which matches our previous reading. So going ahead and test our saliva. Now the instructions, we're going to use spoons because you don't ever want to stick these strips in your mouth. They do have chemicals in them, and you don't want to stick that in your mouth. So for testing saliva, it's good to do it first thing in the morning or waiting a while after you've ate, because you don't want what you've ate to contaminate. So it's been a while since we've ate, and you want to collect saliva in your mouth, and you want to make sure you swish and move it around and get a good consistency amount. And we don't, instead of using a small cup, we're going to use a small spoon, and then we dip our strip into the spoon and we wait the 15 seconds and compare it to the chart. Okay, so I've set my saliva in the spoon, and now I'm going to take my strip and I'm going to stick it in. Make sure I don't carry anything off. You don't want to be spilling this anywhere. Okay, so let's see, I got some. Okay, so looking at this, We are close to not as far as a 7.2. I say we're right around 6.9, 7.0. So there we go. Okay, and just to show you real quick, you can use these even, testing pool water. There's a lot of uses for it other than saliva and urine. So I just wanted to test you. We like to use pH testers to test our drinking water. So we're going to test our city water here, which is the tap water. And looks like we're pretty orange. This is more orange than the 4.5. Let me dab off the edge there a little bit. So I'd say we're a 5.0 at the least. So that's not good. I mean, you don't want your water that low. All right, so here's our city tap water, which we've run through a charcoal-based Berkey water filter. So there's no hopes here that it changed pH. And it looks like we're at the same. What's real good here is that because they give you the 2-part color test method here, is that we can more easily find where we need to be. So like we have a slight green tint here, which tells us we're not all the way yet down here, but we're closest to where we do have green tint. So we don't have the green tint for 5.5, but it's not completely orange and yellow here for 4.5. So we know we're right around here in 5.0. Alright, so now I test our spring water, local spring water here in the mountains. And it looks like this is more acidic than the tap water was. So we are, I'd say, below 5.0, 4.5 range. Gonna test our Deer Park drinking water. Looks like we are about the same as the spring water in the between 4.5 and 5.0. Let's test the Fiji water. Looks like we could say we are probably 5.5 to 5.75. And test our smart water. Yeah, I'd say we're about between 4.5 and 5.0, like with the others. So definitely multiple uses. Definitely tested to show that they do work with our acid-based solution and alkaline-based solution. So it works. Definitely many uses. I definitely recommend this product.